We're going to get going right now. Do you guys have all your microphones here that have them, that need them here? Since the PA isn't...
You have your proper microphone so you can hear. That's the problem. What we want to do is to get the thing on before Chavez gets here. But we can't do it because God has blocked the microphone. So now when you get the microphones correct, everything will go smoothly. But this is, you can't get half the information that you're trying to achieve. You know, Chavez's family and the young
all right, ladies and gentlemen.
Young master.
Yes. All right, guys, we are going to get going with the post-fight press conference here in El Paso. The official attendance, 9,245 to start off the Showtime triple header. Imam goes ahead and gets a victory over Fernando Angulo. Right now, I'm going to introduce the promoter for Imam, the Hall of Fame promoter, Mr. Don King. Round of applause for Don King.
Well, we got to make up for what the indiscretion is, but first of all, let me welcome everybody here. And perhaps we can get these lines on. I think it happened one time with me in Barbados. You know what I mean? When Trinidad found Oscar de la Hoya, you know, the mics were off the screen. But anyway, we had a great show tonight. And all the predictions and prognostications that were made for this young man to give thanks to that beautiful woman sitting right beside his mother. You know, she's the one that brought it in here. And he demonstrated the skill, the agility, the ability, the dexterity, and the punching power that was necessary to steal the night show. And it's just great that we have an opportunity to see him, and we're calling out Floyd Mayweather because we feel that we'll take the rest. We don't discriminate against any fighter, but we want the best out there in the world right now. And if we can get that, we will be very, very happy. But we're not going to stop anybody else that want to come in and get in between. So we'll be doing that. But it's been a great evening. You've seen a good fight with Chavez. You know, the brown white fight I can't speak on. I'll let my young impresario talk about that because I didn't see it. But I know it's in being a Mexican born in Texcoco, you know, Viva Mexico. You know, so I have to be able to tell it. And being one that waves the flag, I got to say, oh, very may she ever wave. But tonight, we introduce a new regime, a new beginning with this young man they call the Young Master. He is going to be the next era of boxing. And so we will have an opportunity to see him and bear witness to him as he grows up because of the graciousness of Stephen Espinoza, who is the director of Showtime Boxing. And so, giving that opportunity, he took advantage of it. And he fought a guy named Angulo that really is a tough guy with a straight fight all the way down the line. And then he demonstrated his ability to slip the goal and his dexterity to place himself in a position where he can knock him out with one of the greatest knockouts that we ever go witness to in the boxing game. And I want to be one of the ones that said, I told you so. I'm happy that he fulfilled the prophecy of me saying it the night before and the time the week before. But the thing is, I just want you to meet his family, and I want to bring him on up here. Come on up here, amen. Not only is he humble tonight, he's powerful. You know what I mean? We want y'all to remember the name.
We want to thank Don King, the greatest promoter that ever lived, and Showtime for giving me this opportunity. This is my mother Sharon, my sister Asla, my brother Nazir, my girl Imam. Angulo is the toughest opponent, and I'm ready to fight the best and go for a title, man, with anybody. Anybody got any questions?
Can you describe your knockout? Because he was out cold.
I ain't expect it. I didn't even know I hit him that hard, to tell you the truth. But when you don't expect it, that's when it happened.
Did you expect him to come in so aggressive?
Yeah, I saw some tapes of him. Yeah, I expected him to do that. Come in with his head all ran right, and I played it right. Shielded it and everything.
What did you say after the fight when you were calling out Danny Garcia and calling him a cherry picker?
I was just calling them guys cherry pickers because they picking who they want to fight. They ain't fighting the best. To be the best, you got to fight the best, and that's what I'm willing to do.
Okay. We don't want to knock nobody because that's one thing every fighter to me is brave. They walk up them 3 steps, they do it. Angulo was a fighter that came to fight. No one can deny that. His aggressiveness, as he so eloquently stated, was there. But you got to be able to deal with all that. You don't know if you don't fight the guy. So we want the best, fighting the best, and that's what makes the show so different when we are there working together to bring the best for the public, because the people are the recipient of a great fight. You can't keep on placing and picking opponents that you think that can't fight, because yesterday is nobody, and tomorrow somebody. And so you've seen that illustrated tonight, you know, with some of the fighters that was taking place. You can't take no one lightly in the fight game. You got to be prepared for anything and everything at all times. And that's why I'm so very proud of him here, because he does that. He follows his trainer and advisors, his Stacy, and his team to make things happen. So we want you to know we're calling out everybody, and we need you, the press, to be able to carry the word to friend and for life. You know what I mean? That we're challenged, you know, and we want somebody to be the recipient of that challenge and be able to come on in and let us go on and do our thing like we're supposed to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy about that. Any other questions from our champion here?
Not that you're skipping anybody in the 140-pound division, but if you was to get that fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr., what do you think? The outcome?
I think it will be, the people will be the recipient of one of the best fights that they've ever seen, because then you're going to see two guys that has the ability to roll and spin, to have you miss and then hit. You know, the street science is to hit and not get hit. All right, so he demonstrated that he could hit and he didn't get hit. That's what we're going to do. When you got Floyd, you got that two loggerheads. It will be something magnificent. It really won't be no losers. The public will be a great winner to be the recipient of a fight. Whoever would be the victor. You know what I mean? But for me, it's the young against the old. Floyd is old and going on. Emil is young and coming on. So you pick them there until you get it there. We all work, and this is what I want. Floyd Mayweather, if I cry, P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. Victory is ours. Let's go on and deal with it. You know what I mean?
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.